Well, so far, things outside on the Gulf Coast are relatively quiet. The only little headache you may have as you head out the door to work or school this morning is some patchy fog in the low-lying spots, but that's about it. Other than that, we remain dry and we remain unseasonably warm for this week. As far as what's on the radar, not a drop. Storm tracker coming in dry. It'll be that way today, but we will see a mix of sun and clouds with a high today in the mid-70s. No dense fog advisories around here, though. Those are in some other spots. Interstate 20 corridor around Mississippi has the closest dense fog advisory to our area, but there is still going to be some patchy fog in spots. We stay warm, though, with a high in the mid-70s because this front remains stalled. A few showers are showing up right in advance of it, but the front washes itself out today, so we remain warm as we head in between now and the end of the week. It will not be until the second half of the weekend that we get some cooler air back in across the Gulf Coast. If you're a fan of highs in the mid-70s and lows in the mid-50s, you're going to enjoy what we're going to have between now and week's end. Right now, though, it's a little cool, but our overnight low tonight will be warmer than this. 53 in the Port City. Pascagoula, you've got a temperature of 50. Along the eastern shore, temperatures in the mid to upper 50s around Daphne and Fairhope. Fort Morgan at 61. Gulf Shores, Summerdale, you're at 57. Perdido Key, 59. And Pensacola, you're at 57. As far as the visibilities around the area, fog could be the only issue. Many spots are maxing out at 10 miles. Crestview, you've got a 4-mile visibility. And the lowest on the board, though, is Pascagoula at 1.3 miles. Now, visibilities can drop in the 6 and 7 a.m. hour, but after sunrise, the fog tends to burn off and lift out quickly. But for now, many spots are showing good visibility numbers. On the Futurecast, we'll start off clear. Clouds thicken up once we hit mid to late morning. Our sky will be partly cloudy. No rain chance today, but we'll just deal with clouds intermittently throughout the afternoon and evening. Overnight lows tonight are only expected to drop down into the middle 50s. So for today, we're going to see a high temperature of about 76 inland, 72 if you live south of I-10. Winds light out of the northeast at 4 to 8 miles an hour. Tonight, partly cloudy. Lows will be in the mid to upper 50s, not as cold, and a light east wind is expected. And here's what you can expect over the next 7 days. We stay warm with a minimal shot for rain on Saturday along our next front. That one will bring some cooler temperatures back to the Gulf Coast. Another front kicks in here on Monday of next week, and that'll really send some December air back down with lows dropping into the mid 40s and afternoon highs struggling to get back into the 60s. But between now and the weekend, we will remain warm. We'll talk more about the forecast coming up in our next half hour. Sarah?